Okay, so I've been a little down on NHL 17 and a little unfairly as I've come out with some videos that are pretty negative. But I will say this, I've learned how to get better at the game. I am starting to win, and winning helps fix a lot of things. And so what I wanted to do today was come out with 5 tips that can help you win more games in NHL 17. So the first tip is pretty simple. It's having a plan when entering the offensive zone. And what I mean by that is not, oh, I'm just going to skate, get the zone, and see what happens. Think about what you want to accomplish, what kind of defense that you're seeing out there, and how you're going to solve that by potting a goal in the net, because that is the goal. For me, what I like to do is try to get the puck funneled into the middle through the neutral zone and gain the zone somewhere in the middle of the ice on that blue line. And that way I have some options. I can work to get around either 1 or 2 defenders. I can pull back for a drag wrister and knock in a cheap goal. Or I can look to pass out to the wings and set something up and maybe go in deep and sling something around to the point. Those are the options that I have, though, but that's my plan is first I've got to get through the neutral zone. I've got to establish possession in the offensive zone and then decide what am I going to do from there. So have a plan when it comes to playing in the offensive zone. Tip number 2 ties into the first tip, which is do not hesitate with passes to the point when you're in the offensive zone. You've got to know where your players are when you're working the puck around. And a very typical thing that happens is the puck will end up in the corner. You will go and try to fish it out. And you need an immediate solution for that because you can't stay with the puck. It'll get taken away from you. What I do is as soon as I get the puck down there, I look up the boards and pass. That's it. I'm expecting my defenseman to be on the point to field that pass so I can keep the puck in the offensive zone for a prolonged period of time and maybe go point to point for a one-timer, maybe keep working it around, continue with the cycle pressure, etc. But it all started from one decision, which was go down there, get the puck, and get it to my point immediately. Do not hesitate. Tip number 3 actually happens before the game. That's getting your sliders and defensive settings correct. I think everyone has their own unique sliders, and it took me a while with tweaking and trying to find out the formula that works for me. I just want to talk about the forecheck. I run a 2-3 forecheck now. I used to run the 1-2-2, but I like having 2 guys in on the forecheck. It just seems like a better system for me. With offensive pressure, I keep everything normal. Defensive pressure, I do go with tight point because obviously in this game, point play is super mega important. If you can mitigate or limit the top of zone movement in your defensive zone, it really helps. But I go with contain puck as my pressure setting. I don't like protect net. I feel like it's too soft. I don't like normal because there can be too many penalties, too much variance. I like contain puck. I like to sit back and wait for other people to make their moves when I'm playing defense. But again, get your sliders to the way you like them and hopefully everything will work out. So I touched on this in the last tip. Tip number 4 is be patient when it comes to defense. Wait for the guy to move with the puck, okay? Sometimes they protect the puck from you. Yes, it's hard to wrestle it away from them, but the puck has to move from its current position when they're protecting it to do something, right? Either a pass or a shot. Fortunately for you is you can wait, okay? Wait until that puck is exposed or get into a better position to take it away from him. But be patient. Don't panic. Skate at him. Try to hit him. Yeah, that's great. If you can handle that in the neutral zone, then do it before it even gets into your zone. Or, for one, have a good forecheck. But be patient. Skate with the guy. Make sure that he can't pull something back and trigger it and stop the plays before they happen. But wait for that opportunity to strike with the poke check. And lastly, I saved this tip for last because I feel like it's really important. Winning in NHL 17 comes from your own zone. And what I mean by that is when you finally shut down the opponent and you're able to get the puck away from him in your zone, whether it was from a missed shot or a turnover, it's time to get up the ice and you have to break out in a way that keeps your offense going, for one, but you've got to understand there's guys all over you. Once the puck turns over in your own zone, you've got to avoid the poke checks and skate and drag the puck. Why not drag the puck in your own zone? But you've got to skate in your own zone like you do in their zone. And it's very important to know what type of breakout settings you have, where your people are going to be, and especially with a controlled breakout, whether it's 3 high, blue to blue, etc., you want to know what your guys are going to do so that you can consistently break out of your zone without receiving pressure and you're able to get into their zone. So be very cognizant of that when you're playing in your own zone and like, wow, I need to do an effective job to get out of my own zones. You can laugh and you can say, oh, that's really dumb. Why wouldn't you play out of your own zone? Well, some people don't think about it that way. I was very lazy in my own zone. I would just get the puck and try to skate away from the defenders. No, you can't do that. You need to drag, you need to protect the puck, and you need to pass it up and out of the zone in a smart way. So hopefully these 5 tips helped. I hope you can get better in NHL 17. I will be coming out with a new series called Road to the Top 100. I'm going to try to get in the top 100. I'm so close right now. But I hope you enjoyed these tips. 5 Points Gaming, and you made it to the end of this video.